Have you ever walked out of a conversation feeling like you totally messed it up? Maybe you said the wrong thing, or worse, you couldn't get the other person to see your point of view. We've all been there. Whether it's a tough conversation with your boss, a disagreement with a friend, or even just trying to make a great first impression, connecting with people can feel like a minefield. But what if I told you there's a book that's been helping people navigate these situations for nearly a century? A book so powerful that Warren Buffett credits it for changing his life. Today, we're diving into How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. First published in 1936, this book has sold millions of copies worldwide and remains a timeless guide to improving your relationships, communication skills, and overall influence. Whether you're looking to boost your career, strengthen personal connections, or just become a more likable person, this book has something for everyone. So, let's break it down. Part 1. The Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. Carnegie starts with a simple but powerful idea. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Sounds easy, right? But think about it. How often do we instinctively criticize others when things go wrong? Carnegie argues that criticism puts people on the defensive and makes them resent you. Instead, he suggests understanding the other person's perspective and showing empathy. The second principle is to give honest and sincere appreciation. People crave recognition, and genuine praise can work wonders. But here's the key. It has to be authentic. Flattery will backfire because people can sense insincerity. So, if you admire someone's work or character, let them know. Finally, Carnegie emphasizes arousing in the other person an eager want. In other words, figure out what the other person wants and show them how your idea aligns with their goals. It's not about manipulation, it's about finding common ground and creating win-win situations. Part 2. 6 ways to make people like you. Carnegie shares 6 principles here, and they're absolute gold. First, become genuinely interested in other people. People can tell when you're faking interest, so take the time to listen and ask questions about their lives. Remember, everyone's favorite topic is themselves. Second, smile. It's simple but incredibly effective. A warm smile makes you approachable and sets a positive tone for any interaction. Third, remember and use people's names. There's something magical about hearing your own name. It makes you feel valued. So, make an effort to remember names and use them in conversation. Fourth, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves and actually listen to what they're saying. This builds trust and shows that you care. Fifth, talk in terms of the other person's interests. If you want to connect with someone, focus on what matters to them. It's a surefire way to keep the conversation engaging. And finally, make the other person feel important. And do it sincerely. Acknowledge their contributions, praise their strengths, and show that you value their presence. But again, sincerity is key. Part 3. How to win people to your way of thinking. The first principle is avoid arguments. Arguments rarely lead to productive outcomes, and even if you win, you risk damaging the relationship. Instead, try to find areas of agreement and build from there. Second, show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say, "You're wrong." Instead, say something like, "I see things differently, and here's why." This keeps the conversation open and respectful. Third, admit when you're wrong. It's tough, but owning up to your mistakes builds credibility and trust. People respect humility. Fourth, begin in a friendly way. If you start a conversation with hostility, you'll put the other person on the defensive. But if you approach them with kindness, they'll be more open to your ideas. Fifth, get the other person saying yes as soon as possible. This creates a positive momentum and makes them more likely to agree with you later on. And finally, Let the other person feel the idea is theirs. People are more likely to support an idea if they feel like it's their own. So, instead of pushing your agenda, guide them to discover it themselves. Part 4. How to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. The final section is all about leadership and influencing others in a positive way. Carnegie shares 9 principles for changing people's behavior without creating resentment. First, begin with praise and honest appreciation. If you need to correct someone, start by highlighting what they're doing well. This softens the blow and makes them more receptive to feedback. Second, call attention to mistakes indirectly. Instead of saying, "You messed up," try, "I noticed something that might help us improve." It's less confrontational and more constructive. Third, talk about your own mistakes before criticizing others. This shows humility and makes your feedback feel less like an attack. Fourth, ask questions instead of giving direct orders. People are more likely to follow through if they feel like they're part of the decision-making process. Fifth, let the other person save face. Nobody likes to feel embarrassed, so always offer a way for them to recover gracefully. Sixth, praise every improvement. Positive reinforcement encourages people to keep improving. Seventh, give the other person a fine reputation to live up to. If you treat someone as if they're capable and trustworthy, they'll often rise to the occasion. Eighth, use encouragement. Make the fault seem easy to correct, and people will be more motivated to fix it. And finally, make the other person happy about doing what you suggest. Show them how it benefits them, and they'll be eager to cooperate. And there you have it. How to win friends and influence people in a nutshell. If you haven't read the book yet, I highly recommend picking up a copy. It's a game changer. And if you've already read it, let me know in the comments which principle resonated with you the most. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and building those meaningful connections. See you soon.
For more audiobooks and book summary, subscribe to the Corporate Stickman channel and click on the notification bell to keep yourself updated on more self-improvement videos.